Wake up, kids, it's Joe and Nick for your weekend vacation. Grab your stool, squat on down for crappy animation. Let the gang's dumb commentary prop open your eyelids and watch some TV shows that have aged even worse than they did. So fill your bowls, use your spoons, it's Shaturday morning cartoons.
Happy
Saturday!
Saturday!
Welcome-roos! Welcome to Saturday Morning Cartoons. I'm Joe, that's Nick, there's George, and very special guest today. We have the illustrator of Saturday Morning Cartoons, Don Sparrow. Welcome, Don.
Thank you for having me. Happy Saturday.
Yes, and what's your what do you got there? Is that Super Friends behind you? Super Friends
Super
on
Friends,
you? Yeah.
And it's Super Friends background, so it's
Nice.
a whole theme.
Nice.
Unrelated completely to the cartoon, but
Sweet.
George's favorite as well. And Don, you're an illustrator, of course, and you've got a comic book too.
yes. So I have a webcomic that I do collections of. It's basically spoofs on like old goofy romance comics. It's called Don't Know, Maybe So. And so you can find it on my website or just email me and I'll send you a physical
That
copy.
looks great. Is there like an art style unique to those? I'm assuming.
Yeah, they're kind of very thin lines. And then all my stuff kind of looks like fake retro. So that's sort of my wheelhouse thing. But yeah.
Love it. Well, we're happy to get your expertise here in an episode of Galaxy High, but we usually start off with a commercial. Should we do that first?
Kenner presents new alien action figure.
Bayman's glow! Quick, shut the airlock! The alien's locked out now! He got through! Shh! Give up! Alien can't be beat! We'll take him with the light! Don't, he'll destroy the spaceship! We've lost! Better find another ship! Let's try the kitchen! Another triumph for Alien!
Alien action figure. New from Kenner.
Starting off strong. We're starting off real strong here.
Now that was a rated R movie, extremely violent and disturbing, and they made kids' toys based on it.
And they won. Alien won in that commercial.
I was rooting for him, actually.
Well, he's the only
kids
character.
would be dead, I would think.
Oh, they wouldn't stand a chance against Alien.
George, you picked out Galaxy High, which has somehow completely escaped my radar. Have you guys seen it? Have you seen?
Not even close. George sent out the email. Not even close.
I loved it. But can we talk about our cereals a moment?
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Yeah. What do you have?
I guess as guest, Donnie, why don't you go first?
Sure. So I got, being the resident Canadian, and March being my birth month, I got Timbits birthday cake.
Nice.
Yes.
So Timbits is like our Canadian currency, and they're donut holes, right? And then they have cereals. They're so popular, they have cereals based on them because there was not enough people eating donuts for breakfast. So that's my cereal.
And Tim Horton is your president, right? Is the president of Canada?
He's our founder and our president.
Okay.
Emperor of Canada.
And a defensive forward.
Right.
And they're pretty good. They're getting soggy real fast, but they taste a lot like a bowl full of wet donuts.
Tim Hortons is starting to invade into the United States of America, at least on the northern borders. Like I'm starting to see them popping up all over the place.
Airports and stuff. Yeah.
Just
to put in, like, I know, just to put it in perspective for you, just how big Tim Hortons is. In the when I went to art college, I lived in Oakville, Ontario, which is where Tim Hortons started, and the Tim Hortons outnumbered McDonald's 14-1.
14 to 1.
God.
Yeah.
Good
So
Lord.
it's just that it's like Starbucks and Subway and whatever. It's just every block has three.
Man,
The threat is from the north.
Yeah, exactly.
This whole time. I am eating. So I knew we were watching a high school based cartoon. So in high school, I would always get the fountain drinks and you'd put a little bit of each drink in the fountain drink and you called it a suicide. Did you have that up there, Don?
We called it swamp water when we did that. But
so glad I asked.
We did know, yeah.
Yours wasn't based on a mental health crisis. We called them suicides.
Yeah. So
They have better healthcare up there.
I have so many cereals now at this point that have been sent, and I just took a little bit of all of them. I call it a serial killer, which I think is very clever on my part.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. So a little bit of everything, and it's pretty terrible. So, and my cereals are starting to get stale. So there's that.
interesting. We didn't plan this 'cause you had the birthday cake cereal. I also found this at Whole Foods, Annie's organic birthday cake bunnies and balloons. And it's pretty good. It tastes like funfetti and extremely sugary, but organic. So
Okay, so it's healthy.
that's what I'm
So
going
it was
with.
it was
The
grown in a
rabbit.
garden.
Yeah, that's where that
Okay.
came from. Yep.
All right.
It's delicious.
And
And George.
Well, I
This should
feel
be
like
good.
the end of the pandemic is in sight. It's a ways away, but it's in sight. So I think I need to start getting in shape. So that's why I decided to get Wheaties, but it really doesn't taste very good. I added sugar, so now it's Dia-Wheaties. And I have gotten a spokesman for a spin-off Dia-Wheaties.
Oh, a spin-off cereal.
Yeah, so
Nice.
And
Yeah.
he's saying that he doesn't like to be filmed in that photo.
right.
Yeah, you didn't want that. Hey,
If you don't got Dia-Wheaties, you got to go out there right now and get it.
it's the way I say it. Joe, you are onto something because I just saw this today on my news feed that there's Kellogg's is making mashups cereals coming in June.
I'm gonna sue
So
them. I'm gonna sue their pants
Frosted
off.
Flakes and Apple Jacks. This is an official cereal coming out this summer.
I'm so angry right now. I
I knew
invented
you would
this.
be. I knew it would fire you up.
I'm calling Anderson, the attorney, right now.
Well, now tell us about Galaxy High, George.
Okay, sure. So I loved this show when it was on.
Are you just
Galaxy-
making this show up?
I wish. I
Okay.
wish. So Galaxy High ran for one season of 13 episodes on CBS in 1986. Then it was rerun the following year. The plot centers on two high school students, Amy and Doyle, who is a rude jock. They inexplicably find themselves at a high school in space with all sorts of other strange creatures, where Amy ends up being cool and Doyle is now the geek. So it plays out like a breakfast club of outer space. You've got nice kids like the six-armed Milo DeVenus. You've got Amy's friends like on the left. You have Gilda Gossip and Bowie Bubblehead. And then you have mean guys like on the right, Beef Bonk, who hates Earth. He's wearing the Earth Stinks shirt.
I want that shirt, by the way.
And then here are the other members of the Bonk Bunch, Rotten Roland and Earl Eck. And there's even a creature here named the Creep, who sings Sinatra-like songs, and he's obsessed with Amy. And I'm telling you all this because unlike other Saturday morning cartoons, each episode assumes you already know all of the characters and their traits. And those are just a few of the many recurring characters. The show has an impressive pedigree. It was developed by Chris Columbus, who wrote Goonies, directed Home Alone, and 2 Harry Potter films. It had voice actors like David Lander, who played the late David Lander, who played Squiggy on Laverne and Shirley, and Nancy Cartwright, who does the voice of Bart Simpson. The theme song and music for every episode was done by Don Felder, lead guitarist of the Eagles.
Wow.
And Galaxy High had a large cast of well-developed characters, memorable production design, impressive animation, and surprisingly good scripts, better, I'd say, than most sitcoms of the era.
How many seasons?
Exactly one season of 13
How many episodes?
13. It
And
took
then what year did you say it was?
86.
86.
Yes.
Wow.
And it took effort to find a show that was an episode of this that was worthy of a shaddy description. But this one episode has a one-off character so irritating and irredeemable. He treats everybody else terribly. He learns no lesson and he pays no price. And it's fair to
Joe
say,
Pickett's story.
yes, Joe will be inspired.
I'm gonna be rooting for this guy. Sounds great.
Yes.
Good. I don't know how this escaped my radar. This was primetime Saturday morning cartoon viewing for me.
You know, it sounds cool that they got the guitars from the Eagles to be on it, but kids don't give a shit about that. At
Right.
all.
That's
Kids
what
don't
a lot
notice.
of this is. That this should have been, I think, like a primetime show.
Yeah.
I think it would have worked.
I think what
Yeah.
they gave a shit about back then was keeping things cheap. And this probably wasn't cheap if they had names doing the voices. They had Squiggy doing the voices, and
It might have been too good for Saturday morning.
exactly. That's what I'm getting at. Is
Free Simpsons, so there weren't
Yes.
any primetime cartoon. That
It
wasn't an
sounds-
option.
it sounds like a respectable show based on what you've said so far. So
Yeah,
but-
I feel like I recommend that everyone watch the pilot. no matter what they think of this particular episode, because I think it's a great setup. It's the sort of thing where you can tell why they bought the series. So without further ado,
Oh, you got Shakespearean there.
I do. Wow.
Ooh.
I wish I hadn't said that. So here we
Don,
go.
do you have any animation experience?
No, I went to Sheridan College with John Krifalewski, who did Ren and Stimpy and storyboards for this show. More good pedigree. I didn't go at the same time as him, but the same school.
Okay.
But I was in the illustration wing, and we were kind of rivals with the animation wing. So.
And was that like panty raids? Like there'd be panty raids on the.
It was usually it was stuff like that, and also like I found that wing very creepy. Like you'd look at their work areas, and then you'd see why all this like sex stuff ends up in Disney cartoons, because that's all they do all day.
Huh. Yeah.
They're not animators.
They're just pervs. Yeah.
Truly. All right, Galaxy High. I'm excited.
Without further ado.
Oh, Shakespeare. Is that from Hamlet?
There was more ado, it turned out.
Everybody thought he'd go real far, but he didn't get a thing from the classes he took. You know, he just wasn't interested in his books.
Cool song, actually.
I like it.
Eagles driving.
Yeah.
Kind of has a Frampton vocoder effect.
Yeah. Pretty good animation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so much better than what we
Who put this
normally
out?
like.
What's your studio? You know?
I will find out momentarily.
I bet this is a studio we're not familiar with because everything's different. You know, like a push in on the title.
Mm-hmm.
TMS Entertainment.
What else have they done?
It's a good question.
Let me look it up because George is playing the video.
Okay. I guess I could look it up too. I prefer to bark orders.
It's a Japanese animation studio, so it's much better.
Hard out, Raquel rocket ship. Gosh, my first dance at Galaxy High. There'll be kids here from all over the universe. I'm really excited. Cindy Comet told me she's gonna be queen of the dance, but everybody knows you're gonna be queen, Amy. Oh.
Now, normally animators don't want to animate mouths, so they put masks over them, but they gave her extra mouths. So already.
Yeah.
I haven't been elected yet, Creep. Boy, who do you think will be queen of the dance? I voted for you, Amy. Oh, I guess I forgot to paint my poster.
It's an interesting technique to put the poster up and then paint it.
Yeah.
You guys finished yet?
So this place is basically like one big cantina, like Star Wars cantina,
Yes.
right? Like the planet is the cantina.
That's a great premise for a series.
Yeah.
Oh, Amy will be queen for sure. And for king, Milo.
What about me?
That Gazord. Nobody voted for him. I better tell Beef about this.
I did like the sentient ladders.
You'll never know what hit him. Hey, Beef, you gotta
I feel like Earth Stinks is a t-shirt that Curtis Armstrong would have worn in a Revenge of the Nerds movie.
Should have worn.
Well, I'm gonna be the king, and we'll make sure of it. But first, let's have some fun. Look, Earth Boy, I know I've been giving you a rotten time since you got here. Gee, that's news to me. And even though you still stink, I want to make it up to you. You and me, pals, okay?
Wow! A supersonic space rider pin? Well, all right. Hey, if you want to be friends, I'll give it a try. It stinks.
Is that Squiggy?
No.
Will I learn?
Yeah, you could tell it's Japanese animation by the tears that were coming out there.
They also did Rainbow Bright
Earth Boy,
and
he's
the
trying
real
to
Ghostbusters and
beat me.
DuckTales.
That stinks.
This'll collect all the garbage into one pile.
Hey, what? I'm not a skateboard!
This time you've gone too far, Doyle.
I didn't do anything, honest.
Oh, yeah, Ace Boy? When you mess with the Bonk Bunch, you gotta pay the price. Solitary.
They're kind of the bullies, George.
Yep, the Bonk Bunch.
Okay.
What do you think you're doing, Earthworm? Moving in? I don't take roommates, especially a bump like you.
Help! Somebody get me out of here! This locker, this school, this planet!
Whoa!
Hey, you scared me, dude.
I mean, this is like the elf character right here, right?
Who are you?
Yeah.
Wolfgang Armadillos from planet Asteroid.
I'm Doyle Cleverlow, from Earth.
Oh, Earth stinks.
Not you, too.
Relax, I was only kidding. Hey, you know where homeroom is?
Homeroom, huh?
Let me know when Squiggy shows up, George.
I'm here for the
Oh, he's been
Hands
on.
Across the Universe
Oh, yes?
Cast. Put her there.
He's the six-armed fellow.
You can find homeroom yourself.
I really like the
I'm
character
sorry.
models.
It's just my way of breaking the ice. It ain't easy being a new kid, especially if you look like me.
Yeah, I can see what you
So
mean.
he's kind of
I'm
Jeff
new here, too.
Spicoli slash Codeman from Step by Step, voice-wise.
Yeah.
A little bit of elf.
Yep. It's a prankster.
I'm gonna go ahead and say I think they have too many characters.
Yeah, they're making it hard on themselves.
Now, students, we've got a busy day ahead of us, so let's come to order.
And everything is sentient. That
Yeah.
Paper, the paper airplane is sentient.
Yeah.
Hey, what's everybody screaming about? Haven't you ever seen a new kid before?
We must be here for the dance.
George, do they have a toy line?
They did not.
What is going on here?
I'm Milo DeVenus, class president. Welcome to Galaxy High. No, Milo, don't!
Here's a flower for you, Mr. President.
Hey, Beef, you got competition.
Yeah, this new kid's even worse than you are. Oh, yeah? Well, we'll show him who's top dog around here.
Listen, Wolfgang, if you want to fit in while you're here...
Which one is
don't
Nancy
take
Cartwright?
risks. They'll just get you in trouble.
Loosen up, Doyle. Everybody
point
has
her
a
out.
good
She's
laugh.
Bart.
Oh, yeah, Bart's
Especially
in
the teacher.
Class, may I have your attention, please? Now, that's better, students. The first
Don, do you have any alien drawing experience?
Yes, I'm actually working on a graphic novel, like a sci-fi graphic novel right now. So coming up with aliens that look alien enough, but keeping human personalities.
Okay.
Chosen to represent
It's gotta be fun to draw aliens.
It is fun. It is fun.
Are the following lucky students: Milo DeVenus, you will be working the laser show. Congratulations!
I'm getting a real It's Pat vibe from Milo DeVenus.
Definitely got the tight perm.
Refreshment committee.
I kind of want to rewatch it. What's it called? It's Pat. Oh boy, that
Yeah.
movie just does not.
No.
Oh boy, I want to rewatch that at some point. Just see how
Have a problematic film festival.
the problematic.
Then we'll watch Soul Man.
Oh boy.
And
Last laugh.
Oh, Doyle, you really are becoming more and more the class bimbo.
Yeah, for sure he ain't gonna be king of the dance, right, Beef?
There's only one king around here, and don't you dweebies forget it.
Oh, thank you, Bee, for reminding me. Don't forget, students, to get your votes in for King and Queen. Oh, it's going to be a lovely ceremony. Just lovely.
Ms. McBrain, I would
Kind of hear
like
Don
to
Felder
thank
in the
you
back
for
just
Yeah, I know.
letting me into your class.
riffing here.
Nice of you, Wolfgang.
Dial it back down.
Such a thoughtful boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a real big bang around here.
Classic Joe move.
Yeah. The old worms in the apple.
Very precise, explosive.
Yep.
The worms are not harmed.
Yep. Those are the best ones.
You got the wrong idea. I'm trying to straighten him out.
That's one of the voices of the
Doyle,
Ninja
for making
Turtles.
my first day at Galaxy High so easy. You're a real pal.
Class and worms dismissed.
Not a terrible joke.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Hey, wait up! I've got more tricks up my sleeve.
Could you repeat that? I can't hear you.
The slime guy might be my favorite.
Earl Eck.
Earl Eck.
Okay, girls.
Another character.
Grossy. I don't want to get my hair wet. Oh, thank you. Whoever you
That laugh will haunt you.
Does she have a crucifix around her neck? Is that?
Yeah, she's a Christian centaur alien.
Oh, it's a whistle.
Stay afloat, I'll save you.
Do they make whistle crucifixes?
Oh,
They should for
Call to prayer.
observant reps.
or like Christian athletics. I think that could be our ticket out of this hellhole, couldn't it?
Might be. Let's go on
Into
Shark
a heaven
Tank.
hole, perhaps.
Yeah.
That's Bart.
And into a heaven hole.
Why don't you guys give him a chance? I know he's pulled a few pranks, but he is our guest for the day.
Oh, the Minnie Mouths is Nancy Cartwright?
He's the first student to arrive for the Hands Across the Universe dance.
And that's
We
David
have
Lander?
to think about our school's reputation.
Okay, Doyle. We'll give him one more chance, but
Hello,
change
Goyles.
his ways. Or you'll find yourself looking for new friends, Doyle. And you don't have
Oh,
time
there
to
you
Exactly,
just
Bart.
begin
You can hear Bart there, yeah.
Okay. I think that's where we could take a.
Right, we're gonna go to the pizza parlor next, huh?
Yeah. if I can-
Luigi's. Okay, so stereotypes exist on this planet too, huh?
Well, I wondered if Earth stinks is like a slur in that world. Like if it's like wearing like, I don't know,
Yeah.
some kind of offensive shirt. Because it's like every day you're going to class and there's a guy saying, you stink.
Right,
Yeah.
it's like a MAGA hat, right? Really, I mean, it's a nationalistic. Yeah, wow. Didn't think about it that way. I could also see like Val Kilmer and Real Genius wearing that shirt. If Booger wasn't wearing it.
Yeah.
Still want it.
George, you got some commercials for us? You're just doing it all today, aren't you?
I do. And I guess I'm showing them too, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, do you want to set them up?
Sure. The
Okay.
as soon as I find them. Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, these are.
Oh, I'll play them. I have them ready to
Oh,
go
okay.
right
No,
here.
these
Yeah,
are
yeah.
just all. Sorry, I thought
didn't-
these are all just space toy commercials, in keeping with Galaxy High. I didn't put much thought into beyond that. Saturday morning cartoons will be right back.
From the Black Hole Collection, it's Vincent.
Look, a black hole in space.
And Captain Dan Holland. It's the Black Hole action figures, each sold separately. You can pretend the evil.
What's his name? Don Holland? Like they could have given him a cool name like Ace.
Yeah.
Ace
Buck.
Justice.
But this
Yeah.
was a Disney property, I think.
Was it?
Yeah, I saw that movie. One of the first
Oh, the
movies
Black
we rented was The Black Hole. Yeah.
Okay.
Dr. Reinhardt and Maximilian want to force Captain Holland and Vincent into the black hole.
All clear, Captain. This is Vincent calling Palomino.
From the Black Hole Collection, the USS Palomino, assembly required. Captain Holland
There's a
and Vincent
Ernest
each
Borgnine figure in this set.
Ooh, that'd be worth looking into.
Yeah.
separately.
Okay, Vincent, get on board. Let's blast off.
USS Palomino and all Black Hole action figures each sold separately by Mego.
Armatron is out of this world, Mason. Over?
Oh, my cousin had one of
Here
these.
comes Ironclaw. What was that? A Zoid. Prepare for battle. Where on earth did you get these super
Cousins always had the best toys.
radio shafts that got out of this world fun at down-to-earth prices. And a complete selection of Earth games and vehicles, each sold separately, batteries not included. Only at Radio Shack. Over? Roger, Roger.
Cobra can run, but he can't hide. The G.I. Joe Crusader's hot on his trail. Nobody beats G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe Crusader. Cobra is shaking with fear. Crusader's gone blasting from the stratosphere. Gotcha!
Launch the Avenger!
The Crusader and Avenger are one top team.
Gear down!
Awesome! Nobody beats G.I. Joe, a real American hero.
Crusader comes with pilot
Begin
and
the conversion of space with the Crusader.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like Sergeant Slaughter was more of a spokesman than he was a wrestler. Because I grew up watching wrestling, and I didn't see very many Sergeant Slaughter wrestling matches. But I saw him all the time in G.I. Joe. And we have a video of him, like, where he's playing a Budweiser guitar. You know, I feel like his branding was great, but his wrestling was probably just meh.
I always felt bad for him because his whole thing is war. And then when the U.S. finally went to war in the Gulf War, they made him a bad guy. He wore like a burnous and was like an Arab.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sergeant Slaughter did?
Sergeant Slaughter like threw in with the Iraqi wrestler.
Nick, can you look up this Sergeant Slaughter?
And I always felt bad that it's like finally a war, but
And it's only a 1 month war too.
But I have a feeling if I do show it, it's going to be part of the problematic film festival. But I'll look it up at the very least. But yeah, of all the people least likely to be in space, I would think probably Sergeant Slaughter. But all right, I guess are there any more?
Starcom fights off Earth's attackers. With a breakthrough in space technology, Power Deploy. It activates Starcom equipment, transports Starcom combat troops, mobilizes Starcom aircraft, figures and vehicles each sold separately, and no batteries needed. Power Deploy. Starcom's got it, but so does the Shadow Force. Who will control Earth?
Traveling with a cargo of dreaded outlaws, the rebel hunter is down. Its prisoners escape. There's only one hope, the Legomaniac.
Dude! Space police mobilized! Planetary patrol rocket!
I was wondering that too. Did he say dude?
Only one hope, the Legomaniac.
Dude! Space police mobilized! Planetary patrol rock and roll! Ugly space dudes, there's no escape from this righteous justice.
Nick, is this your cousin?
Yeah, he probably had this. I mean,
Did he suffer from legomania? Or
he did? Yeah, chronic,
debilitating.
Today there is peace, but only the Legomaniac knows what the stars hold for tomorrow.
Most cosmic.
The Lego Systems Space Police Collection.
It's cool.
Each sold separately, only from Lego.
He was on the show Erie, Indiana. I don't know if
Was
you
he
remember
really?
that show.
And wasn't he on Picket Fences too? I think he was the kid from Picket Fences.
And he's Zach. He's everything.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a scarred head, so.
Oh, I see. Who isn't? A scarred head.
A bit of a scarred head.
Now back to Saturday morning cartoons. I think there weren't that many like space toys because they weren't sure how the space program was going to go. You know, like
86 is not a great year.
Oh yeah. Right. Yeah.
Problematic or not, here's Sergeant Slaughter's heel turn.
Oh boy.
Looks like he's with the Iron Sheik and Saddam.
Okay.
Lookalike there.
Oh, he's got
So,
one of those things.
riding crop or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but yep, he's problematic, all right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Put him in the film fest.
I feel bad for him too.
To recap Galaxy High, they're having a king and queen contest, like a prom almost, right?
Yes. And there's a new student. who is a real troublemaker, beyond the usual troublemakers, and he's implicating one of the main characters, Doyle the Earthling, with his bad behavior.
Okay.
For some reason, Doyle has to vouch for him. So everything he does, Doyle is responsible for.
Yes, that's the way it is in space.
I'm glad
you are your brother's keeper.
I'm glad you recapped that because I have not been paying attention at all.
It's a Shaturday Morning Cartoons trademark is explaining the show to Joe at the halfway point. And we'll explain the ending to you at the end.
Okay, good. I can't wait.
That's a lot of animation right there.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here.
It sure is nice of Wolfgang to treat us to pizza.
I'm glad you had that talk with him, Doyle.
He's even helping me serve all the pizza.
He's a really nice boy, that the Wolfgang.
Yep, the stereotypes were the same, I guess.
Right on schedule. Problematic Film Festival.
Here, try this on it.
The pizza does actually kind of look good.
Wolfgang!
Hiccup powder.
Hiccup powder.
Space is pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, it's an umbrella?
Yeah, I was going to say, did you see umbrellas fly by?
It was a bat umbrella.
Yeah, they really don't skimp on the...
There's so many characters. By the way, Doyle the human.
There we go.
Yeah, there it is.
He has
Great
his own
drawing.
spin-off show.
He should
Doyle
have his
the
own
human.
toy line.
Yes.
Maybe I had this guy all wrong. He ought to be on our side. He
Doyle is voiced by Raphael
Do this?
from Ninja Turtles.
I don't want to hear
Hal Rail.
anymore
Okay.
about that friend of yours.
They have an all-star team here.
You hiccuped at the same time she did.
It was more of a burp, but
It's contagious.
Where's
Yeah.
everybody going? Is it to my pizza?
It's not your pizza, Luigi.
there's an alien because it's a Bluebeard instead
Yep.
of.
Pranks.
Oh, I went too far, huh?
I convinced the kids to give you a second chance, and now look what you've done. They won't even talk to me now. I've had enough. So long, Wolfgang.
Hey, Doyle, wait up. Well, I didn't mean to.
Hey, Wolfie, forget the Earth Boy. That stinks. It's you and me now. We belong together. You're a chip off the old beef.
I don't know. I really ought to talk to Doyle.
Forget about those bimbos. From now on, you're a member of the Bonk Bunch.
I am? Gee, thanks.
I don't like the hairs coming out of the holes on his head.
It's a lot of unnecessary animation, but for
Yes.
all these characters.
It's adding lines. Yeah.
Yeah, of its own.
Well,
I mean, I respect them for doing it, but
Yeah.
it was
You know
probably a
those
lot of
bimbos
extra
who
work.
walked out on you. We're gonna teach them a thing or two.
That's telling them beef.
We're gonna
Probably why
put
they
the
only lasted
biggest
one
joke
season.
of all time.
They ran out of their
You're looking
budget.
at the
Yeah.
king of that dance. So
Like
you
their
can
hands
start
were
calling
tired.
me Your Majesty. Give me your hand.
Cartoon whispering.
Ballot box.
And then we.
So, dear students, another day at Galaxy High has ended. And I look forward to seeing you in class again bright and early tomorrow morning. Sleep well, my dears.
You ever had a teacher tell you to sleep well?
Wolfgang, what are you doing?
Also
Don't worry,
problematic.
Doyle. It's going to be great.
I'll bet it is. Give me that box.
Let go, Doyle. You don't understand. Oh, Ms. McBrain.
Doyle, what are you doing? Don't try to outsmart me, Doyle. I demand to know what you're doing with the ballot box.
Well, you see, Ms. McBrain,
Doyle was just making sure that no
That
one
is
was
to
messing
say-
around with the ballot box.
This is called a that is to say.
chosen to make sure no one changes the
I'd love to see this in live action. Someone actually cover someone's mouth
Right.
and no one react at all.
Bosom buddies, maybe?
Yeah.
Give me an idea. I have some confidential files, and you're the perfect person to organize them.
Well, Wolfie?
Cool background.
No problem. Tonight, you are the king.
Sentient junk.
That was cool.
Yeah.
It's a yellow submarine or something.
I wonder what was on opposite this that my sister and I didn't watch it. I'm gonna look it
Yeah,
up.
I heard it was on back to back with Teen Wolf, and I know I watched that.
I watched Teen Wolf too, yeah.
It's weird that this missed it.
You mean Teen Wolf also? Or Teen Wolf 2?
Also.
But I mean, if you're going to choose Teen Wolf, an entity that you're familiar with, or Galaxy High, with the guitarist from the Eagles,
Yeah, choose
which one are you going to choose?
Cartoon based off the R-rated movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, those letters. They could have sold those in stores.
Feel a new Lester Luster costume coming up.
Yes.
And his name is the Creep.
True.
That's perfect.
Oh yeah, sure. It's gonna be a
And he looks exactly like you.
No difference.
Have you seen Wolfgang? If I had, I wouldn't admit it.
Face it, Doyle, he's a loser.
Hey, Beef! It's almost time to announce the king and queen!
King Beef and Queen Amy. I can't wait!
Faculty and students of Galaxy High, the time has come to announce the king and queen of this year's dance.
Who's it gonna be?
For king, your choice is Beef Bonk.
Looks like you and me are gonna dance the rest of the night away, Queen Amy.
All right, now, people, settle down. We must announce the queen. And the winner is Biddy McBrain. Miss McBrain? Oh, time to get your crown, dear. What's you, Biddy? They've elected you queen.
Hey, what? What is this?
Didn't see it coming.
What happened? I thought you switched the ballot box.
I did. Some joke on Beef, huh?
I'm confused.
The problem, he pranked the prankster.
We're having the same reaction as that crowd. Just silence.
It was a double cross.
Mr. Bonk?
Dance, Bonk, or you'll be on detention for the next 4 years.
I've never seen Miss McBrain so happy.
Or Beef so miserable.
Did you hear? Wolfgang changed the ballot boxes. He made Ms. McBrain queen. Wow, that was really sweet of Wolfgang. Yeah, maybe we had him all wrong.
Beef ain't gonna like this.
Do something, you dimbos!
Get me out of here!
Isn't this great?
What are we gonna do, Roland?
I just got me an idea. Come on, you too, Wolfgang, if you know what's good for you.
Everyone join hands for across the universe.
Yeah, but wait. Can you back up?
Sure.
do okay. What do you have on his belt buckle there? Do you have like a clock, like a stopwatch or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the purpose? What was his name?
Who are we talking about?
Bonk?
The principal.
Oh, the principal?
Was that the principal?
I don't know.
Yeah.
The one
He's an
who
authority
dancing with?
figure. Yeah.
The frog guy?
Oh yeah,
Him.
he's Coach Frogface.
Coach Frogface. Okay.
I believe that's his name.
So,
Always
yeah.
because he's the coach, he needs a stopwatch to time everybody's how fast people can run.
And a crucifix whistle, of course.
It's a coach.
It's underneath the shirt. Yeah. Has a front butt too.
He does, yeah. And so
Yeah.
does Doyle.
Just some very lovingly drawn.
Mhm.
There he is.
Well, he took a left turn with the hands across the universe thing.
That 86 was Hands Across America, right?
Yeah, I know.
it was.
Nothing was building up to that moment.
Nope. Except to get everybody from watching, keep everyone from watching this.
Right.
Hey, Roland, I'm not sure about this. Someone could get hurt.
What's going on?
Doyle, come on!
It's Doyle.
The catwalk's gonna fall.
Come on, gang!
A lot of animation.
Ready,
Oh,
Wolfgang?
Ready!
The ladders are back.
Just a
Those
little
ladders must be so
more.
sick of this happening.
It's a living.
Breaking apart!
Yeah, I think the ladder people are doing the heavy lifting here.
Yeah, literally.
That would have been a great joke. He did a lot of the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
Friendship. That's what this dance is all about, isn't it?
And for all the trouble you caused at the dance, rotten Roland, I'm sending you to the detention planet for 2 weeks. And as for you, Wolfgang, you reached out across the universe and lent a hand.
He always has
to your
eggs,
friend
right?
Doyle.
You said
Rotten
Paul?
Roland,
It
yes.
was
Rotten
nothing,
eggs.
Miss McBride.
It's always
And then
rotten
I
eggs,
said,
though.
"You
He's
made
not
a
like giving
lovely
birth to like
queen."
chicks or
That's
anything.
what he was really upset when that one broke. It made
And
me
for
think.
that, Wolfgang,
Right.
I can't thank you enough.
Is he like always giving birth?
I'm not sure.
Thanks for everything, Doyle.
Can I ask you a question about eggs? Can you pause?
You're okay too, Wolf.
I have a question about eggs. This is a Saturday morning show, and so a lot of people eat eggs for breakfast.
Not Nick.
Not Nick. He's vegan. But are eggs the menstruation of chickens? Because they're not always giving
No,
birth.
eggs are eggs. Eggs are unfertilized. They can either be fertilized or unfertilized.
How frequently do chickens give birth to eggs?
You know what? I
Or
can't
lay
answer
eggs?
that.
Okay,
I
but every
don't-
time they lay one, it's going to fertilize and it's going to turn into a chicken, correct? Or
Not
no?
necessarily.
Well, then that's why I say that it's their menstruation.
No, but that Donnie's left. But
I got booted
he
out
has a
on
career
the
to worry
word-
about here.
Word menstruation. My computer completely froze.
That term refers to
The shedding of a uterine lining rather
Right.
than an ovum that
Well,
could be
okay,
fertilized.
let's just say their version of menstruation.
I don't know. That's a leap.
I don't know. Let's get four guys to discuss this.
Either way, it was not covered in these 13 episodes. They
didn't bring it up.
I don't know. I haven't watched the last 4 yet, so.
Okay. All right.
Is this the part of the episode where Poochie goes back to his home planet? Is that
It is,
what's
actually.
happening? Okay.
You really came through.
I've learned my lesson. No more pranks. Put her there.
How about using the other hand, Wolfgang?
Anything you say.
See, no lesson learned.
Yeah.
Classic Joe.
But it's in his nature. I mean, you can't change
Just
the
like
way
you.
somebody is. You can't change the way somebody is.
It's always nature.
Remember me by.
Sure you can through lobotomies.
That was nice of him. He's got a good heart.
Gave him an electrocution machine.
Yeah.
This ending's really going on.
Yeah.
I've got an idea. Let's go find beef. Beef? I never did congratulate King Beef. I got a sudden urge to shake
I'm
his
gonna electrocute him.
Doyle.
I want to kill him.
So I don't know. I don't
Chris
know.
Columbus. Like, he's Home Alone, right? Like, I think he wrote Gremlins. And he was like a legit guy. I mean, he's a legit guy.
I mean,
This
this was years before like Steven Spielberg got into like TV animation, Tiny Toons and all that.
I think a lot of writers cut their teeth on Saturday morning cartoons in the 80s and 90s.
And artists too.
Yeah.
Well, now that that's done, I'd like to play a very brief game show.
Yes.
Are you guys willing?
Is it
Let's
based?
do it.
What? Yeah, for sure. All right.
It's a brand new game show. It's called Who's Welker?
No,
like
boy, I like it.
Okay. So you know Frank Welker has done many, many, many voices. And probably his most famous voice is that of Fred from Scooby-Doo. And in this game, you're going to try to identify voices by Frank Welker. So to sort of give you some background, let's listen to Fred from Scooby-Doo talking a little bit.
First thing we'd better do is split up and search the school for clues. Let's split up and see if we can find this mysterious ghost from space. Let's split up and search for this ape man who eats hamburgers. We'll split up. I'll take the girls this way.
Okay, so
always splitting up.
How many did you watch to find all the let's split ups, or does he say that in every single episode?
Luckily, I found somebody who spliced together all of those.
Right.
Okay.
Round one.
All right.
The G.I. Joe characters.
All right. Wait, what are we
Never
doing?
tell anyone you're home alone, and never give anyone your address.
Well, just don't do what a stranger says. Check it out with an adult you know.
Isn't it better to try to solve problems instead of running away from them?
So was it Roadblock, Wild Bill, or Shipwreck?
I'm going Wild Bill.
I'll go Shipwreck.
I also think it's Wild Bill.
I think we're all going to be surprised here. Problematic.
You said Wild Bill.
Yes.
You were correct.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Round two, Transformers.
Okay.
It's gonna get tougher.
All right. I like this game so far.
I don't know who you are, but you saved our lives.
Ruining Autobots is my life!
Use the scrap metal now, Prime!
So,
Megatron
was
is
it
so cool.
Sparkplug, Starscream, or Megatron? Who's Welker?
All of the above.
Oh,
That's my guess.
I'm going to say Starscream.
I'm going Starscream as well.
If you said Megatron, you are correct.
Really?
I'm one third
Wow.
right.
He kind of looks like Megatron, too.
Don, you are third right.
So now you know Frank Welker didn't just do voices of animated figures. He also did many, many other movie creatures. So let's try a few more.
Life goes on, Indy. There is the proof.
So was he the monkey from Indiana Jones, or from Raiders of the Lost Ark, the gopher from Caddyshack 2, or Cujo from Cujo?
I was going to say all of the above until Cujo, but now I'm going to say the Caddyshack.
I'm gonna say
Go,
Cujo.
and I'll go all of them on this one.
All right. If you said all of them.
Oh, he did Cujo, though? Cujo's just like a barking dog.
According to the credits, he did Cujo. And then we have the last one, which is Galaxy High.
All right. He's a voice in it, huh?
Hey, this guy?
Sure, he can do anything. Show him,
This guy?
Sludge.
electrical work, painting.
The planets are
Or this guy.
oblique. Your heart belongs to me.
Hmm.
And let's say the first guy.
The pink
I'm gonna
guy?
say
The pink
I'm gonna
guy.
say the last guy.
I'm going with Don. I
Creep.
think it's the pink guy.
Well, this is one of the few cartoons in which he did not appear.
Whoa!
No Welkers.
Here, but look at that cast size.
And that
And-
T-shirt.
And yes,
Yeah.
and this photo is also useful because it explains why I would never wear khakis. And that's how you play Bruce Welker.
Good game.
And
Great.
Squiggy was on the way left there too. I recognize Squiggy. He was in
Yeah.
there too. Yeah.
I forgot after you asked me that I should not have mentioned that. But
Hey, I want to propose that we call the people who watch Saturday morning cartoons Welkeroos. Because if you just call them Welkers, that's just his name. You got to like put a little spin on it. So
Oh,
I feel like
Melinda's, but yeah, I do like Welkeroos because it also sounds like a cereal.
Welkers?
No, Welkeroos sounds like a
Welkeroos.
cereal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
Welkeroos. What do you think about Welkeroos?
I like it.
All right, we'll put it out to the Welkeroos. What do you think, Welkeroos? Do you like the name Welkeroos?
they get to name themselves.
Yeah, we can't really. I guess we can propose that as a name.
Did
but
Jimmy
it's all
Buffett? That's a good question though. Like, did Jimmy Buffett call his fans? What do they call them? Buffett heads?
Parrot heads.
People with terrible taste. That's what he called them.
By the way, if anybody's interested, I just found that you can actually get an Earth Stinks T-shirt
Of course you can.
on Redbubble.
Is
and
it classic though? Oh, it is.
Yeah, it seems to be modeled after the shirt that he. What was the character's name?
Beef Bonk.
Beef Bonk.
Head of the
wears.
Bonk Bunch.
And this looks like the type of people who would wear this shirt too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They seem to wear every shirt on Redbubble.
They do. They really do. So Earth does indeed stink.
Hey, I wanted to end. So normally we learn lessons at the end. George supplies a lesson, but I don't think there are any lessons to learn from this. I think that it was what it was, and so there's no lessons to be learned. However, Joe Blevins, who's a Melinda mixer on VCR Party, we have Melinda mixes, and he's one of our resident mixers. After we watched The Littles, the actor from The Littles, Kurt Corwin, he was the drunk. He had so many great lines about being drunk, and I put it out there. I was like, "There's so many great samples." Joe Blevins, he was on it.
Oh, I haven't heard this. This is great.
Yes, he put together a little song with Kurt Corwin's important message about alcohol.
Glad to meet you, kid. You want a drink?
You big drunk?
Another scotch.
You big drunk?
That guy's a one-man liquor store.
You big drunk?
I get a drink whenever I want.
You big drunk?
Let's go make us a movie.
You big drunk?
And get me a drink.
You big drunk?
Another one. I'm thirsty.
You big drunk?
He's always thirsty.
You big drunk?
He's a hard-drinking, hard-living hero, Grandpa. He's a hard-drinking, hard-living hero, Grandpa. And I'd give anything to be just like him.
There's your lesson. That's your lesson.
Wow, we
Don't
got one
overdo it.
after all.
The kids, like, you probably shouldn't drink, but if you do, don't overdo it. I think that's a great lesson here from all of us at Saturday Morning Cartoons and Joe Blevins. Great mix.
Wow, that was fantastic. And Don, how can people see more of your work?
They can go to my website, donsparrow.com. And relatedly, in the next year, my 100-page graphic novel will be coming out, and it's called Space Joe. So it's both Joe and space related.
That's a good name. Yeah.
Matchup
It's a good
we've
name.
all
It's
been
like a
waiting for.
man's name. It's like a good, like, strong man's name. You know, like Ace or like that's all I can think of. Ace.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he didn't learn his lesson. Still hubristic to the end.
All right, nice work, everybody. That's all. That's it.
And happy Shaturday, everybody.
Hey.